Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about what it's like to live in Las Vegas. So when I decided to move to Las Vegas from my hometown in California, I made a video talking about all the reasons why I wanted to move to Vegas and, you know, just giving you guys a little bit of insight on our decision to move here. So I decided to do an updated video kind of telling you guys about what it's been like for us to live in Vegas. So we moved here, and a large part of the reason that we wanted to move here is I'm a musician, my husband's a tattoo artist. Obviously Vegas is a great place for both of those careers, so we decided to just try it out, come here, see how it was, see how we enjoyed it. One of the biggest things that I wanted to do moving to Vegas was to busk professionally, street perform professionally, and I got the opportunity to do that, and honestly it was really awesome. Fun experience. I got to go out there, make a little bit of money, and share my music with people. And I've had people who have like commented on my YouTube videos like, oh, I saw you busking in Las Vegas, and I was like, what? That's awesome. So it was really good for like exposure, and it was good just experience, and it was a lot of fun. And part of the reason also that we moved out here was the amount of venues that are in Las Vegas. Obviously Las Vegas is a big town with lots of places to play music, so that was one of the biggest things that I wanted to do too, and I've got to experience playing at a couple different venues here. And what I've pretty much noticed is that a lot of people in the Vegas scene are actually like super welcoming, super nice, and like just super sweet. Like they all have really good attitudes, which is awesome, you know. Basically, I would say that living in Las Vegas is sort of exactly what you would expect living in Las Vegas to be like. So there's obviously tons of stuff to do all the time. There's shows, there's gambling, there's restaurants and bars, and just all kinds, like everything that you can imagine that you would want to do, Vegas has. Like it's the perfect place to just be able to go out and do anything that you want to do anytime. So being in Vegas, originally I didn't, whenever I moved here I was like, I don't gamble, I don't drink, I don't, you know, like any of that kind of stuff. Like I just don't really care for it. And then being in Las Vegas, I did find a few games at casinos that I enjoy playing. I learned how to play roulette, and I learned how to play craps and blackjack, and it has been sort of fun to do it. Obviously I'm still not that into gambling. I didn't become like a gambling addict or anything like that. I'm still not super into it, but those games are funner to me than slot machines. Slot machines are just boring and they just take your money like instantly. There's just always stuff to do. It's always a lot of fun here. Like I said, any time of night you can go out and find something to do. There's always bands playing live shows, lots of events happening. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of sort of wild people who live here in the apartment complex we live in. There's like always people fighting and screaming and yelling, which is pretty crazy. But you know, it's Vegas, so you kind of expect those like big personalities to come out. Like I said, one of the things about Vegas that I wasn't really expecting is like how nice people are here. I mean, a lot of the people that I've met here are actually like super chill. They just want to have a good time and hang out, and it's actually been super cool to know that the people in Vegas are actually like super nice people. We moved here in August, which was only 2 months before the Las Vegas shooting happened, and so you know, we were still getting settled in and used to life in Vegas, and then the shooting happened, and it was kind of very scary. It was like, whew, what have we done? Did we make a mistake? Should we not have moved here? You know, because like Vegas is obviously a big town, so we thought maybe it's like more of a target, or maybe it's like just more dangerous because of how much bigger it is. So it was definitely something that shook us to the core. Thankfully, no one we personally knew was hurt. We were at home that night. We didn't go out or anything like that, but it was still very scary and just sort of like shook us to the core, kind of, because it was like, wow, we barely moved here and then this stuff is happening. And honestly, I was really worried after that. I was like, maybe this whole move to Vegas was a mistake, like, this place is crazy. But I had to immediately get involved with like the volunteering that people were doing to help like the victims and their families. And so I was offering up like rides. We collected some stuff around our house to donate, like clothes and blankets and food and that kind of stuff. And honestly, we were so impressed. I was so impressed by the outpouring of love that all the people of Las Vegas, the citizens of Las Vegas, showed to the victims and their family. There was a Facebook page that was like a crisis response page, and there were so many people offering help, offering rides to the hospital, offering to go and sit with family members while they wait in the hospital to hear if their loved one's okay. Like, the outpouring of love and support that the Las Vegas community showed for the victims, I was super impressed. So then it was kind of like really cool, and it was nice to be able to be involved in like a community like that where something terrible happens, but they immediately respond and they immediately like go and help, and there's no like shortage of help. So obviously moving to Vegas that soon after the shooting was very nerve-wracking and like, whew, what have we done? But I was just super impressed with the way that everyone in Las Vegas handled that terrible situation. And I think that sort of speaks to the other side of Las Vegas. Like, not only is it a place where there's tons of stuff to do all the time, you can go out, you can have fun, it's lighthearted, everyone here is nice, like I said, they're all chill. But on the other side of that, there's obviously nice suburban communities here. The housing is pretty cheap. I came from California, and housing in California is absolutely insane. So the houses in Vegas are really cheap compared to where I'm from, and you know, like I said, you can settle down in a nice suburban area and not have all the craziness of the strip around you, which is nice. But obviously the strip is still good because you can go and have lots of fun and go out and do stuff. So Vegas is kind of like a really awesome place for like the best of both worlds, you know? You can settle down in suburbia, you can have your family, put your kids in school, all that kind of stuff, and then still have like all the craziness and entertainment of the strip and Fremont Street and all that kind of stuff. So it really is a neat place. One of my favorite places that I went to, or that I've been to in Las Vegas, is a bar called Rebar. And it's basically this really cool place where they have like antiques. Like, everything in the bar is antique, and you can buy the antiques. So like, they'll give you like a cup to drink out that's like some like cool gauntlet glass and whatever, and you can buy the cup right there. And like, the chairs you're sitting on are like these cool antique chairs, and you can buy them, and it's just really neat. I played a show there because in the back of the bar they have like this big stage with this cool lighting, and they have an amazing delicious taco truck right outside of it. It was one of my favorite places, so I definitely recommend Rebar if you're in Vegas. And the whole strip that Rebar's on, actually, Main Street, has lots of cool places, lots of really nice, like, unique vintage shops to go into, lots of thrift stores, just really cool stuff. So if you guys are in Vegas and you're like me and you're not like really someone who like loves to go out and dance and drink and party, I definitely recommend coming to like the old time downtown Las Vegas. It's really cool. And in the mall, in the fashion show, or in like the Miracle Mile shops, Planet Hollywood, they have like art galleries. Like, there's so many art galleries, it's really cool. So I definitely recommend checking those out. Again, if you're someone like me who's not like super into the whole party scene, definitely go check out some of the art galleries, some of that cooler stuff. There really is a lot of really interesting stuff obviously 1,000 beautiful places to eat dinner. The Bellagio has their fountain show, plays music, and the water like shoots up in the air, and it's really awesome. So living in Las Vegas has been a crazy experience for me. I am someone who was born and raised in California, and I never went anywhere other than California. I lived in a few different cities in California, and I visited for like a month in Arizona, but didn't technically live there. So I pretty much have been in California my entire life, and so moving to Vegas was kind of crazy. I was like, whew, this is a wild decision. But honestly, I am so glad that I did it. It has been such a cool experience. I got to move away from home like I always wanted to, and just try something new and experience life, and I don't regret it at all. Like I said, I finally got to achieve my dream of busking professionally, and it was so much fun. And my husband got licensed, is tattooing, all that kind of stuff. So it really has been a really awesome journey for us. Vegas has been such a fun experience. It's such a cool place to live. And honestly, if you're considering moving to Vegas or anywhere else, I would say do it. Life is short, and I just want to have lots of life experiences, and I think that everyone should have lots of life experiences, you know? So move to that city that you're thinking of moving to. Just go. And if things don't work out, you don't like it there, whatever, go back home, you know? Give it a few months, go back home eventually, but just try it. Experience something new in it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel. If you guys have any questions about Vegas or why we're moving back or anything like that, post them in the comments below. I will be responding, and yeah, thank you guys.